Schling shlong, tick a ting tong.
Welcome to the Still Dripping Happy Hour, where wishes become dreams, dreams become nightmares. I'm your host, Mason. Actually, I'm your host, Hayes tonight. And joining me on the move, we got Dan the Man. And we got LP.
Yeah, I'm going down, baby.
Roasted in the rain.
Baby.
Let it ready. Shimmy, cocoa puff. Now.
Yeah.
Riding up and think buff. That's it to me now. And I'm Hayes Holla. And we're down, man. How many weeks is this in a row that we haven't all been together? It's going to be like a family reunion the next time we all are on here. Is that
amazing?
Is this 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. I haven't seen everyone's face since I can't remember when.
Yeah. So thanks for holding down the fort. Who else been on here? A confession, I haven't listened to all of every single part of it. Need to go do that. I'm also supposed to give you a reminder to follow us on the Instagrams at Still Dripping TN and the Twitter where I don't do anything. It's supposed to be me. I don't do crap. I think it's also Still Dripping TN as the handle over there. Maybe we have a card Instagram that I haven't done crap on either. Still Dripping cards to come, I guess. And download, like, correspond, follow the algorithms. What's the thing you always say?
Yeah, subscribe, unsubscribe, rate
yeah.
5 stars, give us some good reviews, and then repeat the process.
There we go.
Hey, can we talk about cards while we're on the topic?
Let's do it.
Not doing crap. I submitted, and this is relevant. Did either of y'all watch the Logan Paul fight? Mayweather?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, actually. I didn't watch it, but I mean, I was keeping up with kind of how it was.
So
ditto.
So I streamed it illegally, and Logan Paul walks out with a BSG rated 10 Charizard, like 99, shadowless, just pristine condition, on a chain around his neck. And
I think like 25 grand or something.
that's like $500,000.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But he was quoted because he got a bunch of questions about it post interview, and he was like, yeah, that thing's worth like $1 million. He's just like speaking it into existence. He said, yeah, it probably wasn't worth that much, but now that it's been on the stream, everyone sees it. Like, and also controversy from that. Did y'all see the video footage on Twitter where reportedly Mayweather was knocked him out and was holding him up and said the early rounds so that he would make the full 8 rounds because possibly it was in the contract that if they went 8 rounds, they'd make more money. And so
I saw
Mayweather actually knocked him out.
I haven't seen any of the video. Does it look like true?
Yeah. He looks out, man.
I agree. Yeah, no, I think it was a thing for sure.
That's so stupid. And there's a lot of people that probably lost a lot of money because of that shady crap.
Not wrong about that.
I've lost a lot of money because I forget it. Not PSG, PSA. I sent those Charizards off in December, and I still have not gotten them back for grading.
What do you think they're gonna grade out at?
I don't even know. Like, they don't even have a customer service. Like, I couldn't even call them.
Sheesh.
I'm never going to see those cards again.
So since we're talking about cards just really quick, I think Beckett is having the same problem. If I'm not, I think I read that.
They just stopped accepting.
So listen, if you are in the sound of our voice and you're listening to this podcast and or you like cards and you're doing this thing, you got one choice right this minute, and that's SGC. And I will have gotten my, Landon, you're going to hate this. I have to go pick them up tomorrow from Nash Cards. Free shout out. It is my 3rd or 4th batch of cards that I've gotten back. And it's usually a 2 or 3 week turnaround. And I know it's not like getting them graded from PSA. I get it. PSA is like the gold standard. And I understand I might be losing out a little bit, but I get these back super, super quick. And so if you are in this and you're thinking about it and you need a quick turnaround or want a quick turnaround, and you just don't want to wait 7 or 8 months and who knows how long, you should go with SGC. Specifically, you should go with Nash Cards. Free shout out.
He does deals nationally. You can send your stuff into him and he'll send it off. He's a licensed dealer with them. Great guy. I'm dead inside. I'll never see my Charizards again.
Are you flipping right now, Hayes? Is that what's happening?
100%. That's the only reason I'm doing anything.
That's fair. So what kind of returns are we talking about?
So right now today, Charizard. You can get cards. Here's the other thing about SGC is you can get cards graded for $25 each. So the difference with this and PSA is going to charge you more. I think they do it percentage based. So it's like if your card's valued at $900, they'll charge you 10% of it. That's not how this works with SGC. It's $25 flat rate. So of these, I mean, I've put a lot of money into it so far. So I would say I am $700 or $800 in, but right now the market value of the cards that I have that are trying to sell is 7,000 or 8,000. I would say.
Where are you getting your cards?
So stupid, and from my closet that has been in there for 25 years. Yeah, exactly.
That is
it's stupid.
right there, people. That is in the investment of the century.
Tell him. Hayes had a job. His first job was at a baseball card shop when he was 13, and he was getting paid like $4 an hour. And he said, I think Carl Conway actually listens to this podcast. By the way, Carl, shout out, respect. I owe you a lot in life, not just about cards. But most of the time I'd be like, hey, you don't even have to pay me. Just give me a pack of Topps basketball cards. And so I just had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of cards. And it's the prime. It's like the prime years.
One you have right now. That's graded.
Kobe Topps rookie. It's a 9. It's a graded at a 9. It's about 950 is what the average is going for.
I touched. Are you selling on StockX, eBay?
eBay.
Okay.
So, but it's a long play. Like I'm not rushing. I've sold a few $100-$150 ones, but I'm not in a hurry. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. You got to get into this, Dan. Look, you think it's about cards, and it's not, man. It's totally about money. It's about money.
Money over everything.
It's the same as flipping shoes. It's the same as flipping shirts. Just you got to be smart about what you get, I would say. Anyway,
I got a confession.
Do it.
I haven't bought a pair of shoes in like over a month.
What was the last pair of shoes you? What was the last pair of shoes you bought?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what they were. A pair of Asics.
You just bought some Asics.
Well,
but that was like 2 weeks ago.
That's a long time.
That was less than 2 weeks ago because you text us.
Yeah. I'm thinking about selling all my shoes and just getting out of the game. I'm not getting out of the game, out of the resale game, and just keeping the shoes that I wear.
That's what I do. I just have a lot of
that's
shoes.
what I do. I just have a lot of shoes as well. I mean,
I just need a cleansing. I need a shoe cleansing. I need some support here. I'm sitting on.
We can support you.
Oh man.
What all do you have? And so we can do we can do some support with that too. So what? Tell us what.
I'm not going to go down the list, but the thing is, this is the thing. This is the thing. Dan, we were talking about this pre-show that you're looking to do some home improvements. Buying a new house, and I'm looking to. I've got some estimates out there, and I'm just looking at would I rather have a brand new patio or a closet full of shoes.
That's fair. That's very fair. I understand that. That's why I dropped those SB Dunks so quick. And honestly, it was a great time to throw them off onto the market because I sold them for $1,250 and they're down to $850.
$1,250. How much did you? Weren't they like 120? 150?
100.
They were $100.
$150.
I thought they were a little bit more than normal.
They were 150. So I think, you know,
$12.50.
Wait, what
Yeah.
dunks are you talking about?
the P rods.
Yeah, the what the
What
looking things. The
P-rods,
what? Yeah,
what
yeah.
the rods, whatever they were
And
called.
you said they dropped? Prices dropped?
Yeah, they dropped. They're at like 830, 840, 850.
Dang.
Still $12.50. Good grief! Make his patio happen. That's a freaking patio, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
dunks are doing
amazing.
that though. I've noticed,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They are dropping significantly after the release date.
They
but
are 100%.
for and we're not talking about picks of the week, but I mean, newsflash: if you're doing the resale game, any dunk you see pop up on sneakers, you just click and buy and try to get a pair. It doesn't matter the size, and then you just immediately go try to sell them and time the market. This is like Bitcoin, right?
Yep.
And the housing market and the car market and the sports card market. Everything is like that
All
right
the
now.
Markets.
Hey, I'll
All
tell you
the
that
markets.
A great market to enter into right now, a market that I'm currently in, is the tree trimming industry. Any of y'all ever had trees removed?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
I used to do,
grief.
I did that in college too. I made some decent money doing that.
Yeah, it's whoo. Yeah,
I had a quote to remove a tree in my front yard. It was $4,500.
What kind of tree is it?
It's a magnolia tree. I mean, it's pretty big. It's been there for a minute. It's not small, but
4,500.
So
4,500.
get this, I got 2 removed for 3,500. I got a deal.
Gosh.
You should feel good about that. You should feel
Wait,
real good about that.
See, because it's a supply and demand priced service, so there haven't been a lot of like storms recently. We're on a dry spell, and so they're looking for work. The minute there's a big storm, that is the worst possible time to get a quote for tree trimming. Fun fact.
Man, hey, you might just hire Landon and I, and we'll just come do it. I'll do it for 2,000. I got a chainsaw. It's not hard. I got some rope. Landon's really good with this. He probably has a winch. Probably need a winch.
What?
Maybe
Why
a
would you assume
trailer.
that I have a winch?
You're this kind of guy that would have a winch.
I
You
think
got a
that's
soybean farm. How's the soybean market?
Oh my god!
What? I don't.
Listen. Oh, here we go. Here's a good segment. Obscure shoes. I'm so into water shoes, and I get so much heat for it from all my shoe friends. Like everyone just blasts me for it. But that's a market out there. It's hard to find a stylish water shoe that doesn't make you look like a middle-aged man that has just given up, but that is like technical. Like, because I'm a big kayaker, and so there's my random rant. I went on a big kayak trip this past weekend. Camped out on the island, out on the lake, and my feet are just killing me because the water shoes I went with just are terrible. They're like a pair of just trash LeBrons.
This is why I think I've told you guys this. I have pictures of this. I need to post them to our. I have pictures of all this. My first lake shoes were the Pippen Olympic up tempos.
That's unbelievable.
My second lake shoes were they are a pair. I'll have to find a picture of it too. Of Flight Posits.
Did you not sink in the Pippins?
No, because at that point, and nobody even knew. I was just trying to flex on everybody. And I'm like 15, 16. I mean, this is 96, 97. I'd worn them. They had no tread left. And I was like, what am I going to do with these? Oh, those are my lake shoes. So I'd jump off cliffs and hike in the woods in Olympic up tempos.
Those are bricks in terms of just like the size and the sheer mass of them.
It doesn't matter, man. When you're trying to be dope, dope has no weight. Dope has no size.
What's a pair of shoes that you've trashed, whether jumping in the lake, painting, mowing, and you look back and you're like, man, and it's a pair of shoes that you couldn't either go back and buy now for a reasonable price, but you're just like, I wish I still had that pair and I hadn't done that. I know mine.
Go ahead.
So I'll tell you mine what you think of yours. The T-Mac 1. Not the original T-Mac 1 colorway, but it was like the second release. It was the black and white, just simple, beautiful. Had the shell toe, right? The Adidas T-Mac 1.
Is that
and
the laces came around the side kind
around
of?
the side. Yeah,
Mm,
it was a high top. Talk about a brick. That thing was beefy, but just a great looking shoe. They retroed the T Max about a year ago, I think, but I painted in them and just
Mm.
absolutely trashed them. Wore them and then proceeded to wear them to a lake trip actually as well. So that's mine.
I don't really actually have a pair that I like remember trashing and regretting actually. Most
I,
of
I'm, yeah,
most of them
I've
have been like they need to be trashed or I know I don't want to trash them.
I've trashed a lot and made them mowing shoes or lake shoes, and I don't think there's anything that I couldn't get pretty easily. But think like, I mean, the
What a
Pippin
flex.
Olympics.
What a flex. I don't think there's
Oh
much that I couldn't get right
no,
now.
no,
With,
no, no!
with
It's
my
not like
card money,
that's not
I'm
what I
just
mean.
like Monopoly
No, no,
money.
no. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like you can go get some Pippin Olympics in a 12 for like $150 right now. That's what
Yep.
I mean. That's not bad. The flight posits would be tough. I had these silver white. Oh, you're
Mm,
gonna love this. Okay, so once the so I wore them so much. I'm playing basketball, and then they became my lake shoes, right, or my mowing shoes and everything else when you got dirty, and the paint started to rub off, like the trim or whatever. And so I'd spray paint them different colors. So it would be like like chrome. I spray painted a layer of chrome and then a layer of like camo green. And so I would until they just became unwearable. And that was until I think I found them in my parents' garage, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. They were still in there. I think I ended up throwing away because they were crap. But the question ones, the first Iversons,
mm.
Lake Shoe. That's a tough one. I would have kept those probably. And oh, this is a really the first retros I ever got. So this was probably 2000. Would be the Oreo 4s. Oreo Jordan 4s, black leather. I would love them today. Like I could probably buy them totally lake shoes.
Mm.
I was an
I
idiot.
I had speaking of just spray painting pairs of shoes, there for a hot minute I thought I was going to turn into a sneaker designer and like a
Mm,
customizer. I feel like every sneakerhead somewhat goes through this phase to some degree, whether it be just like cleaning their shoes or going on an in-depth paint job. I bought a pair of fake Ultra Boost off a guy off Craigslist. I showed up at the Academy Sports parking lot in Cool Springs, and he was asking $200. And I
like
pulled
I
it
remember
out,
this.
and I was like, "These aren't real." And he was like, "How do you know?" And I was like, "Well, this is off. The boost is off here. This is supposed to be shiny here. This is supposed to." And he was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." Like 100% bought it from China for like $40 and was just trying to
Oh
flip them and make
man.
some money. And I was like, I'll give you $40." And he was like, "Oh, I don't think I can do that." And I was like, "Well, they're definitely fake." And he was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take 40."
That's awesome.
And so I bought him for $40 and then proceeded to go to Michael's and get some like crafting paint mixed with I think there's like there's there's this formula that you're supposed to mix with the paint in order to make the paint like pliable when it dries on like a fabric. So you did like a 50-50 ratio mix. And I tried to soup these bad boys up. They were an all white pair of Ultra Boost. So I tried to make them like black and white, and it just turned into a disaster. And so I had like the one pair that was like half painted, the other pair wasn't painted at all. And then I proceeded to wear it out in public like a real idiot. It was just the whole situation. It should have ended at I knew these were fake, but here we are.
I love it. All right, Landon, you said, sorry, circle back around. You said it's been 2 weeks since you bought these Asics. Are you wearing those? Or are you getting rid of them?
I want to wear them and I like them. I'm just weird about shoes, man. I'll put them on and I'm just like, they're definitely not in my weekly rotation right now.
Mm.
And I also think I might have bought a half size too big.
Mm.
Asics are just weird in sizing, and it's the Gelite 3. It's the model that doesn't have a tongue. So it might have been an
see them.
impulse buy.
A little bit. Did you get Facebook marketed or Instagram marketed?
It was rooted.
Oh,
They're-
rooted marketed.
Like 30, they were like they dropped their fairly new shoe. I got 30% off for their Memorial Day sale. So I got it for like $80.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not.
But if you
robbing
if-
Jack to pay Jill, that's not bad.
if you sold them today, I mean, are you taking an L or
I mean, they're not reselling for anything crazy.
so? What would you keep? Like, how many shoes would you keep, and what would you keep?
Whew. I think I could get down to like 12 pairs.
It's decent.
Yeah, that's not shabby. So how many do you have?
I have no idea. It's gotten out of hand.
How many do you wear?
How many I wear? See, that's the thing. My rotation consists of like 3 shoes.
Hmm.
And none of them are heat. I don't wear any hype shoes. I wear the 87 React 87s. I wear a pair of Pegasus. And those Japanese crazy looking runners that you got me at the outlet. What's that model shoe?
Is that also lace on the side? Like,
No,
what am I
they're
thinking?
mismatched laces though. They're so dope. It's the one that Supreme did a collab with, and it's got the flames on the side.
Is that Tailwinds?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the '90s runner retro.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just garbage. Like they're. I thought they were going to be super hype, and now they're just all throughout the outlets. So
One. Speaking of just like lake shoes and shoes in general that I would like to own, I want to own a pair of the ACG Air Deschutes.
yes,
Shoots.
those are so dope.
The light bone colorway that like just came out recently, that they look awesome. They look so cool. I'm just not willing to pay $75 for a Nike sandal right now.
Yeah,
I can't picture this. They shoot.
Yeah, they're different. I mean, it's definitely a dad vibe or an uncle vibe or a grandfather vibe.
But
at
How
the
do you
same
spell
time,
this?
It's DESCHUTZ. My mispronunciation. I may be
Shoot
mispronouncing it.
sandals. Oh, these are. Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I love the light bone
Oh my
colorway.
gosh!
I do. I think it's awesome.
And you don't want to drop $75?
No, I can't.
That's
be
very
stuck at
frugal of
75
you.
right now. I would pay $40 for those. Easy.
yeah, easy. I look
So-
at those when I'm looking at water shoes, but I don't like open toe shoes. That's a fun fact about me. I will not wear open toe shoes.
Unless they're
Those-
slides. I don't wear open toes unless they're slides.
Yeah, I'll wear flip flops, but like to the shower.
So you'd like to purge and get down to 12 shoes, but you only really wear 3 shoes.
That's
What's
'cause, like
what's the hypest thing you got in your closet right now, Landon?
pair of the Unions,
Mm,
but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
The
wear
new
them.
ones or the fours or the ones?
fours.
The fours. Okay. How much do you feel like you got sitting in there that you would have sitting there?
I think
Dollar wise.
I think I could clear 10,000 right now.
Why the heck are you not, bro? That's so I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't 10,000.
Well, because they're all going up. Like none of them are like decreasing in value, especially like with the Unions. They were sitting at 500, then they jumped up to 800. Now Union released the early pictures of they're doing 2 more.
Yeah,
colorways
I was
of
going to post that. They look sick. The new
Yeah.
ones look so sick.
And so mine jumped up another $50. Like they're gonna hit $1,000. I've got a bunch of like Jordan ones that are not even my size.
You can offload those pretty easy. That's not a
Yeah,
that's
why are
a
we
shot
not
to the-
why
to
are we
the
even
heart.
talking about this?
Because okay, should I? I don't know. I don't know if I should sell local. I don't know. I don't feel like. I know the short and sweet, easy way to do it is just sell them on StockX.
StockX.
Those fees are just insurmountable.
Go to Goat. Look at Goat and see if there's anything.
Hmm.
Because Goat prices are higher. I paid some fees for sure on the P rods, but it was higher. I knew they were going to get authenticated, no issues, quick turnaround time.
And you don't deal with people. Oh my gosh.
Mm,
Can we do a Hayes hates section here of meeting
mm,
up on marketplace with people that flake
mm.
or that just like
Show up 25 minutes late. I tried to buy a work truck 2 weeks ago. The guy was 25 minutes late. I get half a mile down the road in the work truck during a test drive and the truck dies. I was like, no wonder you were 25 minutes late. You couldn't get your car started.
The
Now,
only thing I feel comfortable meeting up with people related to Facebook Marketplace would be old people. It's the only time I would do it, and it's reliable because they're always on time. The stuff is usually in good shape. Fun fact. Why don't we ask Mason what he would do? I don't know what I would do, guys. I might sell all my stuff. That's been sitting here for weeks. I wanted to put this on here just as a old, still dripping.
this is a bad radio right now, but at the same time, we've got to please check out the Instagram for the video. But
Oh
I'm
my
sure we'll
goodness.
clip from
I'm
it.
sorry. I don't know. It's been sitting here for weeks. And I just needed to plug that since Mason wasn't there. Okay, back to what we were talking about.
no, we gotta describe what just happened. 'Cause anyone that's listening just stopped.
So when we first started doing this, I decided, hey, I want to sell hats. I have a lot of hats. I sold a lot of hats, and I was like, what would be a cool way to put them on eBay or wherever was our Instagram? And so I bought this head off of Amazon, this mannequin head, and then I got it. I was like, well, that's pretty bland, and so I gave him some face tats, and I gave him a still dripping neck tat. And I put him on this little pedestal so I could set the hat and it be just right to take pictures. And so he's Mason. I think it's a he. It's 2021. It could be both. It could be non-binary. That's a thing? Yeah. This is Joseph. Joanna. This is not going well. Just edit this out, Hayes. But sorry.
Landon's face. just
Bitcoin.
from good.
Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, so we're trying to get back. You think you can get down to 12 pairs. There's $10,000 involved. I think this is a no-brainer, Landon. If you're Dan, what would you do? You agree with me?
Yeah, 100%. Especially if they're not even your size. I understand
Yeah.
the long-term game of waiting, letting the price go up. Money now is better than money later.
Yeah, and that's my motto. That was my motto a year ago. And then I did a liquidation sell, and that was right before things just went crazy, just popped off with prices. I'm like, Dad gummit. And so I was like, I'm never selling a shoe for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna sit on these until Magnolia can inherit them from me, and I'm sitting 6 feet under in a grave. And I feel like the prices have just kind of settled in. They'll pop up every now and then, but it's just like I know the minute I go to sell these shoes, they're gonna go through the roof.
They will. But you know what? Be
Mhm.
confident in your decision
Yeah.
and go buy that patio.
Pull it, get the patio, make your wife happy. This is a win-win for you to do it.
All right.
Win-win, triple
Keep me
win.
accountable next week. Ask
We'll
me
be
how
2
many I've
pairs sold by next week.
All
Done.
right. Jan,
Also-
what do you oh go ahead.
Speaking of just selling, the first item from the Gap Yeezy line came out for pre-order,
That's on my news. We're gonna talk about that.
The
and
blue garbage bag.
it is an atrocity. I think Gap did figure it out. I think it's a huge marketing ploy, scam, scheme. I had to input my information on the Gap website before I could even enter to even take a look at the blue garbage bag. And I don't think that there was a line. I don't think that they were filtering people. I think they just made me wait for 10 minutes to make me feel like I needed to buy this. And I looked at it after looking at pictures via Instagram and decided I still do not need this jacket. But boy, oh boy, have they figured it out.
They're geniuses.
I think the whole thing is a marketing scheme, ploy, and scam all
How
wrapped
would
into
you-
one.
So how would you describe it? To me, I would. Maybe we can just tag team this. It looks like a down jacket, right? Probably
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
puffy jacket.
Mm-hmm. That has no additional, like, you know how a lot of the puffer jackets have, defined lines where it's like pockets of, down. This one, it's just there. It almost looks like you took like one of the lifeguard noodles that they would use to save someone and
Mm.
just formed it into a blue jacket that drapes across your body.
From a texture standpoint, that's what it's like. It's like this. It's not nylon looking. It looks like
Mm-hmm.
plastic. It looks
It's
like
bad.
wait. I don't even know what you'd call that. That's a really good descriptor. The lifeguard thing.
It
Yeah.
looks like.
It's rough.
Have you ever seen those guys trying to go too hard? They're running and they've got one of those jackets on that makes them sweat.
Yes. Yes.
A space jacket.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It does. You were correct.
And then the color is like, it's not exactly sky blue. Like, I'm a North Carolina fan, right? It's not exactly that color. It looks like Sully
Mm.
from
Mm.
it's that
Mhm.
color. Sully from Monsters Inc.
I will say the one intriguing part of this whole thing is when you do go to Gap's Yeezy website, you have to fill out your top size, your bottom size, your shoe size, and your hat size.
They are
Which-
so smart.
I think to some degree, I mean, this could maybe a shoe comes out from this. Maybe something that Yeezy and Gap collab in. But again, I'm just filling out the information now, live on air, and it's putting me in a waiting room.
I'm
There's
doing it too.
no way that there's anyone. I did it at 6 a.m. this morning. There's no way that there's still a waiting room for this jacket for pre-order.
I'm doing it right now as well. See what happens. You're in a waiting room. Here we go.
We're gonna wait a good solid.
But it's
10 minutes.
hideous. You guys should go look at a picture. We'll post it on our Instagram. I was going to do that anyway, so we'll post it. Okay, so along Yeezy news, two things. So did you see these pictures where he has this mask on, and is that Jesus? Is that what that is?
Jesus on his face.
I saw an angel. Okay, that's another thing, you guys, and it's not like a COVID mask. It's like a ski mask that covers his whole face, and it's got dots where he can see and smell and around his mouth. And there's a picture of Jesus right over his nose, and two cherubim maybe on the either side of what would be his mouth underneath that mask. And it's, I just respect the guy because he does this. I mean, I think it's so stupid, but at the same time, like, who else is going to do that, right?
It has like 100 holes right where his eyeballs are. It is the whole thing, man. Kanye is something special.
Okay, so since we're talking about it, here's what we also have to talk about. Okay, related to Kanye, is that why is he wearing Nikes all of a sudden? Is that weird? Have you seen these pictures?
I love it. I want him to do a Yeezy deal with Gap and go straight back to Nike and retro the Red Octobers.
Mm.
That would be, imagine what that would do to sneaker culture and just the general shoe culture. I mean, retroing a Yeezy from the Nike line, I think there would probably be riots and murders in the street.
There might. There might be.
They could
So-
not release any of those in store. Like, it would not be safe.
So in the same picture, if we'll put it on our Instagram of the puffy jacket, he's wearing the puffy jacket, he's wearing the Jesus mask, but then he's also got these Terminator. It's a Nike Terminator, and it's a black model with a white swoosh. It almost looks like a Dunk High. Terminators. You can Google that too. But he hasn't worn anything but Adidas or Yeezys in how many years now.
A minute.
So it's just weird that out of nowhere, on top of that, this Gap thing's coming out. So I wonder if he's got to have something in his contract or something that says he can just wear whatever all of a sudden, I guess. I don't know. Or he's just over it. I'm just confused by that.
Landon, do you have any intel on that?
I got nothing. Kanye's just he's dead to me, man. He's fallen off. He's might as well his name might as well be Drake at this point. He is just
What?
yeah.
This is news.
It
Why?
is so sad.
I think is Landon giving up on everything right now? Do we need to have an intervention?
I'm selling everything. I'm giving up on everything. I mean, it's just like, dude, put out some music.
He put out 3 albums in a row, like within 6 months. No, it's not No More Parties in LA. I really liked it. I mean, the worship music he's put out, I'm a big fan of. But it's not No More Parties in LA.
It's trash.
Wow. Did you ever go to Sunday service?
Yeah. I saw him live. That was the last concert I went to before COVID.
When was that? Did we go to the same one?
Yeah.
Did we go to Gatlinburg?
You volunteered, remember?
Oh,
'Cause
you were with me.
You got the hook. You got the
Oh,
hook.
yeah, it was so dope. Oh, I forgot about that.
Forward.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
loved it, man. I was crying. If you ever get a chance to go to a Sunday service, Dan, I mean, one song
He's not going to do music ever again. That's why I'm mad at Kanye.
one song in and I was in tears, raising my hands up. It's amazing experience, I thought. Anyway.
Okay. Noted.
Anyway. All right. So other news that I was just noticing, did you guys see the LeBron 19s today with Space Jam 2 coming out? Any thoughts on them? Did you look at them?
I did. It's a LeBron. I mean,
yeah, that is the best way to describe
That's the best way to
It's
describe it.
LeBron.
No, it's a LeBron within the last 8 models,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
It's just like Jordan. It's just the Jordan phenomenon. Is that?
It is.
Besides this new, the 36s, I'm starting to like them, but this LeBron looks like.
No, it's the and to be fair, the 350 comes out, the V2 350, people dogged on it. I mean, they did. Now, what do you see in public? Everyone wears a 350, and everyone will buy a 350, and every 350 sells out. Now, is that the case for Jordan 35s, 36, 33s? No. Is that going to be the case for LeBron 19s? No. But we're going to see 10 more models, 10 more colorways, and we'll be like, okay, that's a LeBron 19. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it really is. I mean, it's like every LeBron shoe. It just it looks good when you wear a size 16 and you're 6'9" and 270 pounds, and you look like a dweeb when you're 5'9" and 180 pounds and try to wear a LeBron. It looks like a brick on your foot.
You know who's gonna look like a dweeb? Anybody wearing the Space Jam Legacy Collection / Converse? Are you kidding me? This is garbage.
Hey, Mr. Candyland, I don't think you can talk too much.
That's what I was gonna say.
Mr. Nerf Shoe.
Candyland collection, but just worse.
Mr. Nerf Shoe, Mr. Candyland, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, what put me out on the Instagram, not even tag me. That was low.
I don't even know. To be fair, like, consider the source here. I assumed also that you followed all our stories. Okay, so LeBron 19s, yep, I agree. I think they're trash. I'm still real salty because I'm an MJ fan above all, and the fact that they're putting LeBron in there just makes me a little bit salty, and I'm petty. And I just thought they should have let that die because it wasn't that great of a movie, but it was still Michael Jordan, right? And so I thought they should have let that be dead.
Did you just say Space Jam wasn't a good movie?
I said wasn't a good movie. You thought it was.
I mean, it shaped my entire childhood.
That's bull crap, and you're lying.
I'm not.
It shaped your whole childhood.
That and the Mighty Ducks. Ducks fly together, baby.
I'm in.
Look,
saw
now
it.
you can purchase. You can
$100.
Mm-hmm.
No, look at this, people.
Wait, this is a podcast, Hayes.
Yeah. Oh, it's a video now. That's hideous. Who's gonna buy that?
It's bad.
It looks like claymation. That's what it looks like.
It looks like claymation. Recycled nylon. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
Oh, it is unisex. This is a great segment.
All right, Mr. Host Hayes, take us to the next topic. We're off the rails right now.
Oh. All right. So speaking of people being spotted and stuff, what about Travis Scott being spotted in game 1 of the Nets and Bucks in new collab, which was it looks like an Air Max, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
I got
Trash.
pictures. We'll put
Trash.
But look, I don't like them, but we all know the story here. You buy them for $120 and you sell them for 800. And so that's what I'm
1,000%.
saying.
Yep. 1,000%. And am I on that train? Yes. Do I love them? No. Will I buy them? Yes.
The Trav collab's getting played out just like the Off-White. They need a new thing. On to the next thing.
I feel like
I don't know about the Off-White.
I feel like the Off-White played its course pretty good.
They got some good stuff that's coming out. Did you see the yellow, the canary ones, and the white ones?
Mm-hmm.
I really like the white ones.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The fact that Kanye's boy, Virgil, is leading design for Louis V. And Kanye's over here designing stuff for Gap. What a dweeb.
I don't think so. I think this is totally a marketing play where you got masses. You've got a niche versus right.
Mm.
It depends on it depends on your perspective here. I think either way you can't go wrong. But if you're trying to reach the masses, because remember him saying that his goal is that every person in America be able to have a pair of Yeezys and then be accessible.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that on this side of that table. You can
true.
on this, on the Gap
Biden's
side of it.
America. Everybody gets Yeezys.
I'm just not gonna give him any more work to do. Mason, you're welcome. Welcome, Mason. But anyway, Landon, did you like those shoes? Or are you on the train where we are, where you're just gonna buy them to flip them?
What shoes are the Travs?
The Air Max, yeah.
No, I wouldn't wear those. Like I
Yeah,
said,
I thought they were
I'm in the
trash.
process of. We just confirmed I'm in the process of selling. Right, I'm not buying anything for. I'm buying no personals to the rest of the year.
I didn't say personal.
Just said it.
What was the last personal you bought, Dan?
The last personal was the Hyper. What were they? The pair that
Hyper Royals,
yes, Hyper Royals. The pair that everyone wanted.
Mm.
the Turbo Greens 2.0.
Mm-hmm. Freaking love them. I
have those. I forgot. I've got those too. Yeah.
Good
Landon,
grief.
You need to
Landon.
get rid of this stuff. Get rid of it. And don't regret it. Don't go back and look at Goat and StockX for what they're selling for in 6 months. Just get rid of them. Go enjoy the patio. Sit there, sip on your cervezas while you watch your children frolic around and enjoy. Put up your string lights, go to Harbor Freight, buy your string lights, get your posts set in concrete, string those bad boys up, and enjoy. Enjoy life.
That's really good advice.
Clouds, ready to go.
Oh, bro, I was in Florida.
That's
I was in Florida. Listen. I was in Florida, which is, first of all, it's freedom. Number one, it's America. It's finest. But number two, it is on cloud Lululemon freaking Central. I mean, you thought that they pulled up a dump truck in the middle of the road on 30A and just said, "Come and get your on clouds. What size are you?" Oh, you need some Lululemon track pants or whatever? Come and get them. Oh, you need some. Guess what? Guess who shows up out of nowhere? Blenders sunglasses. Oh, everybody gets a pair of Blenders.
I will
It's
say,
a good. I'll keep going.
I'm on the very preliminary Lulu train.
Oh,
The
Dan,
on, I'm off.
no.
No,
Dan.
I am 100%.
God.
I have I have 3 pair of Lululemon dress pants. They will set you free. You make sure you get them on sale. They're like $59, not much more expensive than a typical pair of good, solid dress pants. Comfortable ABC anti-ball crushing technology. It is a delight to wear them each and every day. Just saying. And now, will I buy a $78 shirt to work out in? No, I'm not a psychopath. But will I invest in some solid dress pants? For sure. Most def.
I didn't know they did dress pants.
Yeah.
You just gave me some education on Lululemon. I'm not trying to diss them. Actually,
no, some of their stuff is outrageous. It doesn't make sense.
Landon, you look like you got a thought.
I will say, I respect that. I'm not going to dog you for that because I was set free when I purchased my first dry fit dress shirt. So this is like a button down white dress shirt that you wear with a tie. It's made out of dry fit.
Hmm.
And it's incredible. I will never purchase a cotton dress shirt for the rest of my life.
Where was
Wow.
this purchased?
Men's
What brand is
Warehouse.
this?
Shout out Big Box. Perry Ellis.
Shout out, no free shout outs.
Just the
Wow.
most generic, like I might as well have Freebirds or whatever the heck they're called on with them. It's not Freebirds.
Allbirds.
Allbirds. There you go.
Close enough. You're close. All right. So
Allbirds, 'cause we all look the same.
since we're on this like 30A kick, we're talking about that. Did you guys see the New Balance shoesy? I've got to post it. I've got to post it on our Instagram, and you're going to crap yourself. It looks like, and this is going to sound really bad, and so Mason, be kind. It looks like if you took the leg of a paraplegic person, and and then you put a beer in it. It's a Miller Lite. It's real. This is real. Miller Lite and New Balance have collabed to create this koozie that it's the bottom of it is like a shoe, but it's a circle. So that's what it looks like. A pair of paraplegics out there, and this is not dogging you in the slightest, much respect, but that's kind of what it looks like is the bottom of that, I would say, shoe. But then it's got this upper like a shoe, and you sit your beer. I don't know what the purpose is other than I don't have a purpose for it. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is absolutely stupid and ridiculous. And it's going to sell a billion of them.
Just like anybody that wears On Clouds.
Dan, have you seen this?
No. So
Shoesy.
It's a koozie.
It's a koozie, but it's made out of a New Balance sneaker, but it's circle.
Looks like a Monarch.
It looks like a cup.
It's the Monarch version of the New Balance.
Oh, it's going on Instagram. I mean, it's so stupid.
I'm gonna get one.
You really?
How can you purchase them?
Look, I know this is look, you can here it is right here.
How do you buy these?
I don't know.
I'm gonna buy one for my beach trip.
The question is, do you feel like it would sell if this wasn't a New Balance? If this was a Adidas, if this was a Nike?
It
You have
comes
to
out in
apply for
11
one? Are
days.
You have to apply for it. This is so stupid.
You have to apply for it?
Yes, you have 11 days left. There's a countdown. There's a countdown clock. You better apply. I consent to cookies, and I'm going to register for one right now.
So all of y'all who are going to be in Florida this year and you're trying to drink your Coke or your LaCroix because beer's bad.
Hey, no purchase necessary. Sweepstakes begin 9 a.m. 6:20. What? So I guess that's around my birthday. So I guess it's like a lottery and they'll announce winners.
But anyway, we're going to put it on Instagram so you can see how ridiculous this thing is. But it is a shoe that's transformed into a koozie that has no purpose. And it's a collab between New Balance and that's Miller Lite. Miller Lite.
The water of beer.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. But I don't know. It's kind of intriguing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a koozie person generally, but
this is dope. It's like
it's a little bit dope. It's almost...
They used the materials from the shoe.
I know.
It's not like made to look like a shoe. It legit like it has the New Balance N logo patch that would be on the shoe. It's like a patch.
Do you feel like it's heavy though?
That's huge, man.
As I'm looking at it, like it looks like it'd be really. I thought the point of
worth
having
it.
a Yeti
Okay.
would
You
be
know what?
the light.
Hayes, there's nothing drip. When it comes to drip, it doesn't matter how heavy. Everything is light.
God, I love you, Dan. That's reasonable. That's reason.
You said that at the beginning of the episode.
Did I? Yeah, I did. I think you're right.
Something.
I cannot wait for you guys to see the pictures of these LeBrons too. They are just hideous. I mean, it looks like a football cleat.
It looks like a 12. It looks like a LeBron 12 mixed with a LeBron, which whenever the air bubble came out, the 16.
And they've got this swoosh on the back, like towards the back on this plastic piece that reminds me of I'm going to have to go deep in the bag. That reminds me of a Nike from the past, and I cannot put my finger on it, but
It's a LeBron 11 mixed with a LeBron 16.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is, 100%. You mix the sole of the 16 with the upper of the 11, you have the LeBron 19.
All right, moving along. We don't have a lot of questions from the Droplet Army or whatever we're calling them. Landon, you've totally dropped the ball on that. We got to name these people so we can call them something. Shout out to the dude in Sweden who's a Droplet Army guy. Shout out to the guy in the
Mason was just like, we're just gonna call them droplets. Like he made the
that's
executive
dumb,
order.
man. I'm not feeling that. Dan, droplets.
The drippy drips.
Oh my gosh.
Is Drip Army is that too almost inappropriate for some reason?
No.
That's Drip Army. I'm calling them Drip Army because I'm not doing the droplet crap. That's bull crap. And I'm the host tonight, so I can do what I want. I guess we'll move on to loser of the week. And I've got one. Do you guys have anything that was really interesting about the week?
Yeah, I got a loser of the week, Kanye West. Boom, roasted.
All right.
Hayes.
Okay, this is going to be really funny and a little bit pathetic. So today, the place that I am employed, I am using the restroom, and I'm not trying to observe things. You just sometimes when you're sitting down, right? Because I'm doing that, and I'm just minding my business, and all of a sudden I hear something, and I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I look down, and this gentleman, I'll describe it because I took a picture.
You took a picture in a men's restroom?
Oh, 100%.
You could get fired for that.
And here's what I witnessed. Number one, huge no for the for the Drip Army. You don't wear the toe shoes or your toes. You don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. And if you wear the toe shoes, you can feel free to stop listening to this podcast.
Now, immediately.
So the toe shoes with the fingers or whatever, I think they're Puma, right?
But I think there's a real brand
Puma.
that just makes.
Are they Puma?
Just makes these.
No, it's the Five Finger brand. If they're Puma, then that's an off, that's a fake Five Finger.
Which is even worse.
Well, I didn't get that close. I mean, I'm pooping and he's standing.
Hayes?
Maybe. Doesn't matter. But then also
No, you do. Oh.
Let's just say after this event, I went around the floor that I work on and found him because that's how pathetic and petty I am. But the other thing about him is not only does he have the Five Finger shoes, he has rolled his jeans inside, not out, rolled his jeans inside and kept them up with a paper clip. I know this is like a podcast, but look, there is the paper clip holding his jeans with the Five Finger toes. Shoes.
What has to come over
Paperclip, toes. I can't help this. I look down and I'm like, nobody's gonna believe me. I gotta snap a picture. Boop. Make sure the volume's down so it's not the chick, right? Boom. Loser of the week.
Okay, what kind of shirt did he have on? Like, what? Tell me what the kind of.
It was a
fit-
t-shirt. It was a black t-shirt. I found him later on because I was so confused about the whole
This
situation.
guy was wearing a
And-
black T-shirt and jeans.
Listeners,
Rolled
to
up.
be clear, Five Finger shoes, if you didn't know, are $125. You can go buy a pair of Dunks. You can go buy a pair of Air Max 1s. You can go buy, hundreds of shoes at a Nike clearance or even a Nike factory store for
Mhm.
well below $125. Don't be caught in those. There's no need. There's no need to be wearing those around town, at the lake, in a kayak, in the bathroom, at work, anywhere.
Agreed. What about the socks? I heard runners like it prevents blisters, and so I'll give a pass for the socks, especially since you can't see them if you got them on. You can wear the socks. We're not going to wear the shoes that have the
What about the
fingers.
5-finger socks with the 5-finger shoe? That's a mental pretzel.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a pretzel. So there's a loser of the week.
Hayes, I'm just.
Are you
at a loss.
disturbed? Is it disturbing that I took the picture?
Yes.
But you wouldn't
No,
have?
No. What's more
No, I
disturbing is
would've.
his actions. Not that you took a picture. That is.
All right.
Is that out of character for this guy, or
I don't know him. I mean, just know who he is. So since we're on this topic, and you're really gonna like this, because this isn't my first bathroom experience.
oh my gosh?
So this one time, I'm doing the same thing. So in this particular restroom, you've got a
Hayes is very regular.
you got a handicap one on the end, right? That's got more space. It's like that
I've got a
aisle.
story.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
You got the
Mhm.
space, and so the stall's bigger. Okay, so that's the one
It's the
that
one
I
you
was
have to go
in.
to.
That was the one I was in today.
Okay.
No. I don't usually, because then you get stuck, and where I'm at, like the lights go off if you're in there more than 5 minutes. It's weird when the lights go off on you. Yeah, that's weird. So
Can I tell
No,
a
no, no.
story real quick?
no, let me show you this other thing, please. And then you can come back. So listen, this other time I'm in the same restroom in the stall that I'm describing, and I'm not looking for anything. This is just out of the blue, and I look down and I see pants laying on the ground. I see socks laying on the ground. I see bare feet tapping the floor,
No.
curled up, and this particular person, who I never found out, is just destroying the toilet. And look at this. You can't make this up. Toes curled, pants off, underwear, shoes. That's a grown person.
General Soch
Naked.
must have caught up.
A naked man. But like, I'm not looking for that. Like, I'm not like, oh, let me look underneath the stall every time I go. But when you see bare feet tapping on a floor in a public place,
And curled up.
Landon, I got him.
Man had
And
to
curled up. I mean, he's like, he's just destroying it. It's like a nuke.
Mason's gonna get to this point when he starts editing and just throw his laptop out the window.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, so we're gonna take a week break from the pod. We'll be posting."
All right,
this."
Landon, now tell your story. I'm sorry. That was just too good. It was a great segue to that. Hadn't planned on sharing that.
Oh,
So Dan
man.
mentioned it. That's the stall that I always go to, is the big one, because you
Mm.
can just spread out, lots of room for activities. And I'll never forget this experience. I no longer use that stall because
What's room for activities? What are you doing in there?
anyways, I was in Florida at a restaurant. It was vacation, and I walked in the restroom. Of course, went straight to the back, big
Mm.
stall. It was open.
Oh, yeah.
Just do my business. Door opens, like the main door, right? So someone comes in, and all of a sudden, I'm like looking down, and 2 wheelchair wheels pull up right outside the door. I'm like, I'm gonna have to crawl. I'm gonna have to crawl out of this. Like, I'm not opening this door. And after that day, I never used the handicap stall.
That is so uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How did we get to this point? That is a really good one. All right, last one because I just thought of something. Man, if you knew me and when I was much younger, I was a complete idiot. And I don't remember this story, but it's been told to me. I'm in my parents' house. We have all this company over, like 20 or 30 people. And it's my house, right? I don't typically lock the door when I'm using the bathroom.
Oh no.
And in this particular time, I'm using the bathroom and I'm 18, 19. And this 14-year-old girl opens the door while I'm sitting down. And what I'm told is she walked in and I'm like reading a magazine or something. And I say to her, "Hey, don't be embarrassed because I'm not." And she just walked out. Don't be embarrassed because I'm not. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's rough.
How do we get to this point?
You
We
don't
need
lock-
Mason.
You don't lock the bathroom door. If it's just
No,
my
man.
family in the house, I lock the door.
Nah, I don't have any personal space really. It's just
Dan,
I have a big family though. Dan has a big family too.
No,
He
no
gets
locking
it.
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never locked the door when going to the bathroom. I don't think ever in my life.
wow.
Public I have, but past that, not so much.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Picks of the week. I got a couple if you guys don't, but what do y'all got? Anything coming up this week that you've seen, or do you want me to start?
Kick us off.
All right, there's a couple things you're going to want to be on the lookout for. Number one is anytime you see Supreme box logo, you buy it. So this Thursday, 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, there is a box logo drop. It's Emilio. I can't remember his name. It's a
Estevez?
collab. No, not that, you dummy. Emilio somebody. It's a collab. There's 3 colors. You got a white color, a gray, and a black, and you just want to go for whatever size. They'll probably be about $50, and you'll eventually be able to sell it for $500 or $600 if you want to hold on to it. You could sell it for $300 the next day. Box logos, every time you see them, you go for them. So that's this Thursday. The other thing is the Sakai Blazers come out.
Garbage.
Not a big fan of them. Okay, but I'm not to wear. You'll be able, anything Sakai Nike, you're gonna be able to sell it. So get a pair, 8 or 9 or 10. They're hideous. I don't like any of the colorways. Some of these I like. This is not a good drop. Just buy them and flip them. But that's on the 10th, I want to say. So you have time to listen to this and go do that too. That's on sneakers.
Hot take. I don't like the colorways of the skies, but I like the Sakai, the low better than the highs in the
Yep.
Blazers. Way better. If they come out with like a gray and white or like something that works and looks good, I will be all over those. But 100% trying to go for those. Also, I wish that in the light bone, which I don't know why they're calling these light bones, they're more of like a Tiffany colorway. They're the big kids dunk.
Oh, they are fire.
And I wish
Oh,
those freaking came out
my goodness.
in men's sizes because I would be all over those.
Yes,
It's
sir.
like Tiffany 2.0s.
Yep.
But alas, I'll still be going for them probably for the resale because they are $85. But I wish those came out in men's sizes.
Totally agree. What you got, Landon?
So some are saying it possibly could be the sneaker of the year. It has already had a couple pre-releases, but is dropping this Thursday. The Jordan 3 Ama Manier
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
is dope. It's a women's shoe, but it comes in big sizes. I think a guy could rock it. Actually, intern Landry took him to Soho Gallery.
You got video?
I didn't take video. It's just weird, man.
Landon!
I don't want to be that guy like rolling up like, "What's up, YouTube? Like, we got a video up in here." Like, it was a chill spot. Walked in, smelled like straight weed. And I was just like, "Listen, I'm not going to do this. I'm not putting that
I'm ashamed
target on
of
my
you.
back. I'm already a white guy in a tie in the middle of the day at Soho Gallery. Just going to play it low and slow." So, because he didn't buy anything, but Jordan 3, we've landed on the Jordan 3.
Oh, my favorite.
The Georgetown colorway or the Air Max 90. He's narrowed it down to those two models. Purchase coming soon, and I will do a video of the purchase.
Also, Michael Jordan himself was spotted in this 3. How do you say it? Marie, however you say it. He was
Meniere.
He wore them this weekend with his wife, who had on band ones, and he had on those. There's a video of it. I was going to post it too. I've got it.
There's a band one glossy finish coming out.
Ugh.
Ridiculous. I'm so over patent leather ones.
The patent leather, the patent leather bread. It's coming out in October. Yikers.
Hey, go check one of our previous podcasts where it's a no to buy a shoe that's all patent leather.
100%.
All 3M.
Remember? I gotta say though,
reference the other podcast.
One of our listeners sent me that, and that's how I knew it was coming out. And he was like, "These are so dope," and I just didn't respond. Blake, if you're listening, I'm so sorry.
Blake, I don't know you.
I just trashed those. You know Blake. You sold him a bunch of Kobe's early on.
Oh,
Blake
I did?
Thompson, he was a Lipscomb student.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Blake. Sorry.
Blakesy.
Thanks for listening, Blake.
He's
a drop army. Right? He's drop army. Yeah, to each their own.
And honestly,
I'm going to try to buy them to flip them.
I
make money.
Because I personally cannot rock them.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
He can rock them.
All right.
He can pull them off.
That's fair. 100%. There are people that can.
There you go. All right, you guys, thanks for joining us on this Still Dripping podcast, episode 16. We made 16 episodes. Are you freaking kidding me? Down a man tonight, but it was dopeness. Follow us on Instagram, Still Dripping TN. Follow us on the Twitter. I think that's also Still Dripping TN. Follow our card thing that we're going to keep doing more of. Landon and I, Dan's about to get on that machine. Still Dripping cards, cookies on the bottom shelf. Do the algorithm thing, Dan. Whatever it is, the algorithm.
Yeah. Follow, like, subscribe, then rate, review 5 stars, unsubscribe, and then resubscribe.
Do that crap. Landon, take us to church, and then Dan's going to give us a lesson.
Listen, if you're having a tough week, it's midweek. You've made it through the episode. You can make it through this week. All right, get your head up. Eye to the sky, and know that it's going to turn out all right.
Thank you for listening. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Let's rock.
Boom, 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 boom.
What just freaking happened?